Hey Catchers, Derek here, Baker 6 Clan. Today we're going to be talking about the Letterbox Hybrid cache type. What is it? So Letterbox Hybrid, what is it? I mean, to be a hybrid, it had to start from someplace. So first off, the first question we should be asking, what is a letterbox or letterboxing? Now, letterboxing has been out since 1854. So, I mean, there weren't even GPS satellites at that point, let alone a lot of the different technology that we use today. So letterboxing is actually used orienteering, puzzle solving, and you can find it in catalogs or by word of mouth. And it is really great because even though their letterboxing has been out for a long time and they're still out today, you can actually find these letterboxes by not using a GPS coordinates, but it'll give you directions to, say, street XY, and then it tells you what direction to go, how far to go, what to look for, and then the final location. And that is what letterboxing is. And like I said, it started out in 1854, and that's really cool. And now the hybrid of that is now that we use GPS coordinates to go and get a letterbox hybrid. So when you're finding a letterbox hybrid, you want to make sure that you read the description itself, because you know sometimes that cache is not going to be where the GPS coordinates lead you, because sometimes the cache owner will still use that part of letterboxing where you have to use orienteering to actually find the final part of that cache itself. So that's what letterbox hybrids are. And it's like I said, it's up to the cache owner if they're going to use that orienteering aspect of it to find that cache. Now, there's something else that's really interesting about letterboxing, and I will get to that when we actually find the cache. Now, the other aspect of a hybrid letterbox is that there's something that's supposed to be in the cache itself that makes it part of that letterbox hybrid. Because part of a letterbox is that you're supposed to bring a stamp and put your stamp in the book, and it's supposed to have a stamp in there, and you stamp your book next to that stamp. So kind of as a kind of a different way of logging it, you're using stamps. All right, so there's the log itself. So this is where I'm going to put my stamp, and let's see if there's the other stamp in here. And yes, it looks like there is a stamp in here. Now, one of the things that you may, probably a tip that you might want to do is sometimes you may need to bring out your own ink pad, just because you never know how long it's been out there. It looks like this one's missing it, but it's actually inside the pad itself. So I'm gonna get my book out and I'm gonna stamp my book with this really cool stamp of a boot. So you may be asking, do I have to have a stamp to be able to log a letterbox hybrid? And the answer is no, you don't. However, I think it makes a lot more fun. Now, when I did my video a few weeks back about what's in my tot bag, I didn't have a stamp. I've been looking for a personalized stamp for a while. If you don't want necessarily a personalized stamp, you can go to any craft store and find a stamp there and get a stamp pad. But I wanted a behind the cache stamp, and you saw it here in the video today. Now, I found that stamp in an Etsy shop, and I have that link down in the description below. So if you want a personalized self-inking stamp, go check them out. They did a really great job, really fast turnaround too. So there's a little bit about the Letterbox Hybrid. Now, if you want more information on actual letterboxing, hey, I have some information and some links down in the description below, so check those out. Now, personally, I've never gone letterboxing, but after doing this video, I think I may want to because it sounds like a lot of fun and trying to get back to those geocaching roots. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. Hey, you know, if you leave me a comment, what is your favorite aspect of doing a Letterbox Hybrid, or did you actually learn something new today? Now, don't go anywhere. Check out another story behind the cache right over here. So click on one of those and check out and find the story behind the cache.